Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? I sure appreciate you being here and taking the time out, even if you're watching the replay. And let me start off with that. If you're watching this on YouTube Live, then you might want to check below in the description area and get, the real feeling here. What I do is I send this to a Facebook app, and basically you get to see the page. If I talk about something down below, it's not going to be on YouTube, it's at this page. So even if you're watching this as a replay on YouTube, you can still check this page out. And this is what happens. I do weekly webinars here or hangouts, and it gets changed out every Thursday. So if you're watching this, say a year from now or whatever, then you're going to have to either join the group, and you can check them. You can join my group there, and I put them all in a file where you can get it, or you can join my YouTube channel and find them from there. But you can always come back to this page if I'm talking about something. Maybe there's a tool that I used in one of the videos, or maybe it's a traffic source that I used in one of the videos. You can always come back here and check that out. So today I have a little rant, and I'm not going to make it long, because if you watched my videos before, I'm a pretty positive person. I'm trying to help you get some results, but sometimes something just set me off. Let's just put it that way. So I'm in Facebook a lot, and I'm checking out. I'm in a lot of groups, so I'm checking out stuff, and I do a lot of page likes and stuff like that. To keep my page going, I spend about an hour, maybe two, at different times of the day, doing regular stuff. And if you guys haven't done that, maybe you should set up something, maybe a little business plan to what you do every single day. That's my suggestion to your recommendation. But I do this every day. It's something that I feel that is necessary to, be in the social scene a little bit, and to build myself up as far as a marketer. Now, if you've seen a lot of my videos, I'm not gonna take too much time with this, because this is kind of negative. But you know what? I think sometimes we need to wake up, and sometimes it's our fault as marketers, as far as we're using that free word, or sometimes we're using easy too much. This is easy. Well, that guy that's first starting, and we're going to talk about that. That's what this is about. What I would do if I was just starting today. But we use those words easily. And here's what this girl wrote. Actually, I'm just going to say person. Let me find it here. She says, okay, I'm in need of another income, which is great. Okay. I don't want to sell or have to bug people to buy. I have a little bit of startup cost. This must be legit. Otherwise, don't bother me. I have a family to support, and I need money now. No surveys either. They don't work. Please help me out. Thanks. Well, my comment was, go get a job. I mean, really. Guys, I know this isn't you guys, and maybe you can pass this along. Maybe if you're in a team, in teams or something, you can pass this along. because you're going to see it. I see it all the time at Facebook because I spend time there and I try to read some posts. I try to get the value of all that, crap that they promote. There's usually some value and not very little, but I try to get some value out of what they promote or what they say in some of those posts. And really, guys, if you're not selling something, you're not recruiting somebody, you're basically, when you're recruiting, you're selling them something, or you're not doing a service, what else is there? Go get a job. This is a business arena. I know a lot of you, maybe you're young, maybe you're older. Newspapers. Didn't we want to sell something, we put an ad out, right? Well, that's what we do here, except it's worldwide. That's it. We are marketers. We market stuff, other people's products, our own products, services. That's it. If you don't want to sell something or have people buy something, you're not going to make no money. That's just plain stupid. So pass that along to anybody that you may see. That's why I did it first, to get it out of the way. I just thought it was ridiculous, because if you're not selling nothing and you're not recruiting nobody and you don't have a service, there's nothing else that I know of. I don't know if surveys worked. I never really did that. My wife makes a few bucks on them. I just think you have to hit the right one. And she only makes a few bucks. It's nothing like, serious. It's just something that she does in her spare time if she's got a few minutes. So, guys, if you want to make income on the internet, it takes money to make money. You can do it free. It takes a lot longer, but think about any store anywhere. How about McDonald's? How many commercials you see about McDonald's? Why? Because they want to keep, their ideas in your mind. They want to, keep everything fresh in your mind. Coca-Cola. How many of those you see? Remember way back they used to have cigarette commercials. Oh my gosh. How about politics? When the guy wants to get voted, what do you always see? He's marketing himself. You can do that too. If you want to be a leader, that's what you want to do, is market yourself. I don't care what company you have. If you're marketing yourself, the people that like you will buy from you. It won't even matter what the product is, because whatever you're involved in, that's what you're going to be speaking and talking about, and that's what they're going to be interested in, or they're not going to stick around. If it's somebody not interested, they won't stick around. So give those to the, if you see somebody in your team that says, I want to do this, but I don't want to put no money in. Well, you have to. This is a business. That's why only 2% of people are working it. Because really the other people, they want all this stuff, but they want it given to them. So that's it for that. But I do have a few pointers on Facebook. A lot of stuff has been happening to me, and I figured I'd pass it along to you. Maybe it'll happen to you if you start doing some of this stuff. But one thing is bad promotions. I spent about 6 hours one day. My mentor said, don't do it. It's the worst. It's, a waste of time. So I did it anyway. Who's going to listen to him, right? No, I usually listen to him, but I just thought, well, I'll do this. So I spent 6 hours. I promoted 2 different products, and I promoted something that was totally free information. And I put it in. I have about 200 groups that I'm in. Put it in there. I got a zero, nothing for 6 hours worth of work. Now, I should have listened to him because I would have been able to spend 6 hours doing something more productive to get, what I wanted. There is some um, better ways of doing it. You can actually chat with people, message people, but you got to watch Facebook. They only allow you to do so many, and then they're going to put a they're not going to they're going to block you for a certain amount of time, but they'll put something up there. So you can't do a ton of them at a time. Um, you can also, this is I check out a lot of different pages, even though I'm not friends with these people. Like if I friend somebody, and I learned this from a lady, I can't remember her name, but I was on somebody's page, and there was a video there, and it said something about Facebook. So I figured I'm going to check this out. It's 15 minutes. Most people, they won't even spend 5 minutes. But I figured, what the heck? I'll spend 15 minutes and listen to what she said. So she was talking about in these groups and in different things. There's different groups that where you can add people to to yourself. You can add people. You can add likes, and trade off likes and stuff with other people. So I do there's a couple groups that I'm in that have these, add me type things all the time. So what I do is I always put add me, I got hit a couple times where people said that, I was adding them and I shouldn't have or whatever. So I just put add me, and then if they add me, then it's cool. I put it down there. I take all requests, and people add me. Here's what she said. She says, go up there, and she checks each person out. So every time I check each person out. I usually add them to my Facebook fan page. Now these are targeted. This particular group is make money type thing, or any kind of business. As long as they're involved in some kind of business. And how you can find that out is down on the side. They're usually, if they're in some kind of business, they'll have some kind of group. They'll be involved with some kind of group down on the left-hand side. So I check, I make sure they're in that position. I add them to my Facebook fan page. All these Hangouts, I put in a file in one of my groups. I made myself a group, and basically I just did this not too long ago, but I've been adding some of these people in there so they can get value. And recently I've been doing promotion for a lead generation traffic type course, and I've been promoting it, boosting it on Facebook. And so I put that up there too. I shared it to that page, and it gives people value, and that's what my group is about. It's not about promoting a bunch of stuff like all those other groups. You want to be different. I always tell you this, if you've been here before, I tell you that you want to be different than everybody else. You don't want to follow them. You want to be a leader. Right? You have to follow somebody, like I follow my mentor, but you don't want to follow a whole bunch of people and go nowhere. You want to be the leader. You want to be the face. You want to be the authority, and that's what's going to help you the most. So I generally message the person and give them my my group, URL, and invite them in, and tell them that there's value there. And generally I try to give value. I don't promote to the people. I don't say, hey, buy my thing. I just give them some value. If they want it, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. but at least I'm offering and put myself at least in front of these people. And I also, basically they're added to my friends list. And a lot of them will talk to you right first from the get-go, and a lot of them are, they're out there trying to promote their stuff. I generally don't promote anything to people unless they ask me. That's just not my thing, because I'd rather give value. Now, giving in the value that I give, some of the stuff that I give away, there is a promotion down the line. All right, but it's not like, here, buy my stuff. I'm giving them a lot of value. Like today, there's 2 links below. If you're on the correct page on the Facebook page, there's 2 links below. One is a business opportunity, which I give value. I show you how to basically set up, and get product and find a product, and go through like a little mini course. And then the other one, total domination, is basically about getting leads and more sales and more conversions. And this is some super good information. Heck, if you don't buy this stuff, you're going to get enough information from there that you'll be able to get a lot of ideas in your business. You'll be able to get a lot of strategies in your business for free. I think the second video was almost 60 minutes long. It's super good. So, if you're on the page, go ahead and try that stuff out. And this is what I do for my team. A lot of times I set them up with a page like this. The reason I'm looking down is I'm checking over here. So I set them up with a page just like this one, and then basically they clone it, and all they have to do is change the link. If they're not in both things or whatever, they can change the link to whatever it is, and then I sell for them. And it's not a hard sell. Hey, check the information out. It's information. You're not signing up to join nothing. You're just signing up to get that information. If you want it, that's fine. It's going to help you, I guarantee you. But if you don't, that's fine too. I'm not out here to hard sell. I don't do that. I don't need to. So let me check the comments real quick. All right, no comments. You can comment below. It's pretty fast. It's a lot faster than YouTube. If you have a question or something, I'll check back and forth here. But guys, this isn't really my usual type hangout. Usually I'm showing you some kind of strategy for traffic or something. But today, I wanted to do something different, because if I did the same thing every time, it would be kind of monotonous. So I figured we just talk today. I'd give you some ideas and some tips, for Facebook. But that's what the lady said. And it really, I didn't ever think about all of that. So, I didn't have a group. So I went ahead and started a group, and, it seems to be working out for me. So that might help you out if you're doing that. But, be different. Don't be like those other guys. What I put on my group? No porn. And if you're going to put a link there, I don't really care about that. But you've got to give some value. That's what, this whole thing was about. Giving value, giving a tip or something. And that way you're different from all the other groups. A lot of those groups are just, hit me, promote me, promote me, promote me, promote me. And I don't even go in those kind of groups. I have a lot of them, but I don't go in them anymore. It's just crazy, So let's see, another tip on Facebook. The likes. There's a lot of groups out there that will give you, you join them, and other people put their page up there. Basically, you just copy your link in there, and it'll show your cover. So then, as you're doing it, you what I do is I just like other people's stuff, because if I put my thing up there, then I got to worry about liking them back. So what I do is I go down through the thing, and whoever I haven't liked yet, I like, and it's generally the first person. I don't know how that works if you go all the way down through each one. I don't know if it works that way, because you can't leave a comment that way. So it's generally the first one. If it says that I haven't liked it, I'll like it. Go down to the comments, and I write out a little thing. It says, I liked your page first, and like my page back. I have a little saying. So go ahead and do that, and then put your link there, and then your page will show up down there, which will also create other people to see yourself, see your page, see your cover there, and they'll like you. And some of them will have to message you, and I think that's what you have to do. If you're not the first one, if you're the one that actually put the link up there, then the second guy, you have to, if you want to like him, you have to message him and say, hey, I liked your page, can you like mine back, and put your page there. So that right there will boost your page, your fan page, and it'll really help you out. So, okay, today I was going to talk about, what I would do if I started today, in my business. And it's been going through my mind a little bit, because I teach something a little bit different, and I might have to go back and fix that. Really, I teach that you can go out. I guess it's the long way, and that's kind of how to do it. And then I show my opportunity. But if I was to start over again myself, I would go and find a system that's already set up. Because here's the thing: when you're brand new, you have a lot to learn. And when there's so many different things to learn. Like, say, if I teach you the long way, what I teach you is, okay, how to find a product, where to go get the product. All right. But there is some stuff left out. Like, you're going to have to set an email funnel system up for that product. I always tell you that you have to get your own landing page. That's just something that I tell you what you should do. And that's true. I would always, in all my videos, you'll see, change your landing page from the company page. Now, I'm in something right now that I have to use the company page because of the way the company set it up. I don't have a way. I do have one way that I changed it, and what I did is I put like a pre-frame page in front of it, and it's like, if you guys ever done a two-step, where the thing comes up and says, where did you find this YouTube video? YouTube, Facebook or whatever, and you push the thing, and then another page pops up. That's a two-step, where you didn't have to put no opt-in. There's no opt-in box on the first one. It comes up in the second. So it's kind of like a two-step. And that's basically what I did. I just put a page up there, and I did a video, like, just a short video to kind of pre-frame them. And then I sent them to that particular landing page. And hopefully that changes a little bit. This thing just opened up, so I hope it changes, because and there's not a lot of people promoting this. That's one good thing. It's limited. There's only so many people that can promote this page, so hopefully that'll work for us. And I did a campaign here, and it really didn't do good. At least I don't think. I have to wait through until everything goes through. Hey, I may make a good money, even though I didn't get a lot of opt-ins. I may still make good money off of the deal. And I think we're going to go through that if I have enough time. It looks like I do. We'll go through the traffic agency. If you look below, I put a link there, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So if I was going to start again, that's what I would do. I would find a system, or an opportunity that's set up, that has all your videos and all your sales pages and all your, well, you're going to still have to figure out emails, but they do send out some emails, and at least it gives you a start, and everything is basically set up. Your products are there, your community's there, with all the like-minded people. That's super special to have. And you have authority, somebody there, leaders that really want you to succeed. So that's something that I do, and that's something that I wish 4 years ago I would have done, but it wasn't around back then. So it's just something that I couldn't do at the time. When I first started, I learned a lot from YouTube because I didn't know anything. See, years ago, well, when I started in my 20s, I had my first business, and then I started another business when I was when I was around 30. And that business lasted till 911 went down, and maybe 4 or 5 years after. And I still really have it, but I don't do much with it because it's like a hobby type thing. I sell classic car parts. So, there's not much need for that anymore because people just aren't spending the money there. But that's the program that I knew. I knew how to run that parts program, and I knew how to get my email. Other than that, my wife did all the rest. Well, she showed me a little bit about how to get around, and I spent a year or so building websites and learning how to do this, learning YouTube, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. But if you have something set up that'll quickly make you money right away, where you don't have to worry about finding a product, you don't have to worry about anything but really driving traffic to a landing page and getting leads, so you can market through your email. And then you do have to learn that. So you would have to learn how to build your own landing pages, which they have systems out now that they didn't have before that make it, it's kind of point and click. And you can see one of those down below. It's one of the ones I use. It's very easy to use. I used to do mine through a HTML editor, and I still do some. Some of my mini courses are done through an HTML editor. It's just super easy for me to do it that way because I've been doing it that way. But for you, they have little things that, little services that you can get. A lot of the stuff down below is free, at least a trial. Some of the tracking things, I think the tracking things are free, but they're limited, how many things you can track. So you could actually use both of those down there. And, one will give you the conversions, but doesn't give you as many clicks. And one gives you more clicks and doesn't give you any conversions. So, but it's free. If you don't have any tracking and you're just starting out, it's free, because you need to track your stuff. So that's another thing you have to learn. There's a lot to learn here. And that's, I think, why like 98% of the people really don't make it, is because the advertisement for them to get in, it says, this is easy. I'm making such and such amount of money, and this is easy to do. So it's kind of a bad marketing idea, but that's what gets people in. And, some of them do it and some don't. And you really have to work hard at it. You know, these people that say, you know, I made money while I was on vacation. Well, they've done all the work that they needed to do to automate their business. And that's your goal. You know, that's what you want. That's your goal, is to automate your business as fast as you can. But that's the only way that they could do that. If they didn't have an automated business, you know. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like PPC marketing, you know, where you're paying, say, you know, $5. I'm only paying five now, but say this guy's making serious money, and you know he wants to up his game, and he puts down $100 a day, so he gets $100 worth of advertising every day. And you know, then he has everything set up through the system. You know, they use systems too, these big guys, through the system, and then they automate everything, you know, through their email services and everything. They just have to check on their traffic, and you know, see, make sure everything is working right, and they're getting leads, and that's it. But for the little guy, for the guy maybe you're just starting out, you got to work hard. You got to learn a lot. And the more you learn, the more you can teach, you know, the more you can tell people about, and give them tips. If you're going to do like YouTube videos, which I recommend, because, you know, in the next, they say anyway, in the next couple of years, 50% of the advertising is going to be through YouTube. So, you know, learn how to do videos as fast as you can. You know, the best way to do that is some kind of challenge. Challenge yourself, a 90-day challenge. Make sure you do a video every day. You know, figure out and something to do a video about. And how you do that is basically, you know, learn stuff. You should be, you know, learning something every single day. My mentor, when I first started with him, he he was really into personal development, and it was 30 minutes a day of reading and 30 minutes a day of listening. And you know, you do it for 30 days, but you know, after that 30 days, you just keep on going. That's the idea, is to get you in a habit to do it for 30 days. I mean, you know, in a habit to do it forever, really. So, um, the second thing that I would do if I was brand new, and even if you're not brand new, this you need to do, if you're not doing it, is to master traffic generation. And that button below that says Total Domination Engineering is a start. It's, like I said, a lot of great ideas, a lot of information that will really help you for free. It's free stuff. You do have to sign in, you know, you have to put in your email and stuff, but it's all free information. There's 4 videos, and he's going to teach you how to get 500,000 leads. That's leads, not views, leads, you know, to your business. And to me, that's worth, you know, a lot of money. And we're even actually talking about taking that down and making a course out of it, because it's just so powerful. And the information that he gives, I think he paid, like, he went to an event and paid $25,000 to get this information. So this isn't just your run-of-the-mill information. This is some really good stuff. So it's totally free. We're trying to give lots of value. That's what we're about. That's, you know, I'm part of that. And, you know, I always try to give value, and that's why I'm with this group, because they like to give value. So, you know, you have to master traffic generation. You know, once you master that, really, you can pretty much write a check for yourself anywhere you want to go, because you'll have it all. You can do like CPC. I mean, CPA marketing. You know, I don't know if you've heard of that. but it's like cost per click, ah, cost per action. So if somebody fills out a form, an email form, you get paid so much. The bigger the form, the more you get paid. And there's some really good CPA, organization networks, and there's some that aren't. Just like everything in life, there's always something good, and there's always something that's not. And you just have to weed them out. You have to try them, but give it your all. When you do something, give it your all. It's like this campaign I just did this week. I did one last week, and it was great. I got about 30% on overall, but I had some landing pages. See, I do like 3 or 4 landing pages and test them so I can get some winners. So the next time I do it, I get a more opt-in rate, a higher opt-in rate. So that's, how you test, that's how you optimize things. So I got 2 that are pretty good, around 40%, and maybe I can take those 2 and try to tweak them a little bit and make 4 out of those, and see if I can increase my opt-in rate there. So that's something that I'm working on. But now I just did this campaign here. It was 1,000 clicks, and I can only give you an estimation. I only got like maybe 100. I haven't checked it recently. It's still running, but it's only coming in, and this is not my landing page. This is the company landing page. It's only coming in about 6 to 10% between there, and that's back to when I first started my very first landing page that I ever did. That's about what I got. So I'm not real happy, with what I got, and I don't know if they're going to change things or what. But like I said, the product may come around. The people that did opt in, I may get enough buyers from that it was worth it. So I really don't know yet. It's something that we're going to have to just see what happens. So we talked a little bit about that. Let's talk about that traffic agency. If you're on the page, it's all the way down below there. There is different levels of traffic when you buy in traffic. This particular source is really super easy. All you need to do is give them a link, and they do the rest. So I don't really know exactly what they do, but like I said, the last campaign did really good, and I was pretty happy. Everybody right now is going through the funnel, so we'll see what happens there. But it's really easy to do, but it does take cash. It's only 500. You have to at least buy 500 clicks, and I get a deal because I have another course that works with them. So we get a deal. So I really don't know exactly. I think it's $375 for 500 clicks, but it's not your like brokers and stuff. It's like there's a level of traffic here, and it's like what Google does? They track everybody's moves on the system, okay, on their system. If somebody clicks on, I'm just going to throw something out there. It's it's an idea. So let's say 10,000 people click on weight loss, and so they have all that data that says, okay, these people right here are interested in weight loss. So what happens now, I don't know if Google does this, but what happens out there is they sell that data to other people, and that's kind of how all the traffic works. But the traffic agency that I'm dealing with is like the second guy down. And there's like some traffic brokers and stuff. By the time it gets down there, the prices are like $1.50 a click. And yes, you can get some lower amounts, but it's like, holy cow, you're paying $1.50, which, basically it was only worth 75 cents. So that's the difference of different traffic sources. This is a really good one, but you will have to pay some money to advertise with this guy. And he only does well, you can check it out, the link's there, but he does make money stuff. I think he has a health a health one, but he only does certain ones, and then he does completely US. He does some with the five well known, like US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. And then he has another one, I think that has some other stuff in it. But you can check it out. The link's down below. And also, there's a $20 bill down there with Bivitizer. That's a PPC that you can, basically you don't have to give them any money. You start out with their $20, and you can get traffic from there. It's a PPC. If you don't know how to do that, join that group right there. And go to the files. I did a hangout on it. You can check that out and learn how to do that. So guys, that's about it today. I told you it'd be a little different, and come up with something different next week. But just realize that you're not going to do this overnight. It costs money. I don't care what anybody says out there. There's so many people that say it's free to get in. Okay, wow, it's free to get in, but if it isn't free, period, because if it was, there would be no money there. You got to think about this. If it's free to get in, that means you can sign up and get in. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second. If they're not selling nothing, they're not going to make no money. So you have to buy something, or they're not going to make no money, and they're promoting for nothing. And that's not happening, right? Logically. So just be aware. A lot of times we use easy too much. I think that's kind of poor on our part as advertisers, but that's what works. And it's not easy. I'm going to be fair with you. It's not easy. When you start something, the best thing to do is get in a system. You can click that link, easy way to 10K, and get a little bit of training there. That's what that's about. And I show you a company that you can use if you want, or it gives you some ideas there which way to go. But that's what I would do if I was just starting today. I would find myself a system and use the system, because I wouldn't have to set everything up myself. And that's right there is where a lot of people stop, because, okay, I don't know how to do that. And then, if it gets to a point, like if they're only doing it part-time, and it gets to a point where it's too much of a hassle to even do it because you don't know how to do it, you're not going to do it. You talk yourself out of it, and you failed. So you may as well start. Make up your mind that you want to do this. Start with a company. Start out low if you have to. I've always been in business, so I always go straight right into whatever I'm doing. And I got skunked once. There is some bad things out there. And I'll tell you about that because I want to warn you about it. Here's the deal. I got into this company, which is no longer around. It was Zeek Rewards. And what they were doing is you bought so many it's been a while now. I can't remember, but you bought so much stuff, and then every day the money would go up from whatever they made or something like that. So basically, if it's any kind of thing like that, it's a Ponzi scheme. All right. So basically, you can't make money. It's kind of like what they were doing is giving you a profit off the percentage like a bank. But the federal, the FCC or whoever is involved with that says, no, that's a Ponzi scheme and they're making a ton of money. And, it's just taking other people's money. So I did lose like $1,200 there. But, that didn't stop me. I know there's money to be made here. And, that this is way back when I first started. So I just kept on going. And that's kind of what you have to do. You have to learn, like I said, learn something every day. If you get into the right kind of system, they're going to have marketing material for you, or maybe you would have to buy it. Because, a lot of the good stuff, the good marketing material, you have to buy it. A lot of people will give you tips and a lot of companies will give you basic stuff. But if you want really good stuff, you're going to have to buy this information. If you want to find out how to, build traffic and master traffic, you're going to probably end up having to buy this kind of stuff. It's not just going to be given to you. They may give you some ideas, like our setup, the total domination. Now, there's some ideas there that you could actually do yourself. You could take those ideas and make them work. And that's, when they came out with this is the second version. And when they came out the first version, people were actually making money off the videos that he was giving away for free. And, hey, what happens there? When they're making money, they want to make more. So they probably joined the course. If you buy the course, it's the only course you're going to need. It's always updated. It's not one of those, buy the course and then next week everything changes and that course isn't no good. I hate those things. Guys, the stuff that I'm in, I really can honestly tell you that I love it. I'm in it all the way, and I wouldn't even promote it if I didn't believe in it. So that's it for today, guys. I really appreciate you. Leave me a comment. Let me check the comments. Refresh. Sometimes this thing don't work. I don't see nothing there. If you have any comments, you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. Even if you're at YouTube, I'll check those in a little bit. And I appreciate you. I really do. Thanks you for showing up, and I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great day, guys.